Events Roundup will feature one story from the rising community of MMM Brazil and 5 more from our MMM Republic of South Africa family. While in our MMM Gives Back, we will have 3 events from MMM Nigeria. For this week's Just an Opinion segment, Guider Emil Sanwan shall give us another insightful discussion about MMM. To all our viewers around the world, this is MNC, your Mavro News Channel. This week, we start off with a story from a country where soccer is a hallowed sport and is also known for its coffee, beautiful beaches, and carnival festivals. The country is Brazil and is also now one of the fast-growing MMM communities today. We start off with a unique offline presentation organized by Guider Elisandra Moraes last December 3, 2016. Her event was out of the norm as she did it inside a beauty salon instead of a more formal venue and called it MMM Beauty Day. While her 8 women invites are being busily tended to by the attendants for their individual salon treatments, Guider Alessandra was also earnestly explaining to them what MMM is and the benefits that this platform can give them. She was also aware that the amount of noise in the place would distract her guests from getting all the information she would be sharing. She had this already covered though, because prior to the event, she already distributed brochures with important information about MMM. She also included a CD with an MMM presentation so they can watch again just in case. For her out-of-the-box idea, Guider Alessandra was able to generate 6 direct and 3 indirect referrals who have already made their donations. From the South African continent, we now move to the African continent where Guider Tibogo Ndedeveli and a team of MMM Guiders joined hands to organize an offline presentation. This happened also on December 3 last year at the Strand Civic Centre in Strand, Western Cape. They had guests composed of old members and new invites. The first part was dedicated to old members who needed clarification on key issues that has affected MMM South Africa the previous months and also its current status. New invites were also given the opportunity to ask their questions after the presentation about MMM was over. Despite the big crowd they generated and the many questions asked, Guider Tibogo and the team members remained calm and helped each other in answering the inquiries of their guests and in doing the presentation. For the team, this is the best way to show that MMM does not leave people behind because the community treats its members as family. They said that they will also have similar events on other locations to help MMM South Africa bounce back and move forward.
And we are witnessing a social inequality. And when some have everything while others have nothing, the richer are becoming more richer, the poor are becoming more poorer.
That was how Guider Sibusiso Martin Zikala expressed his vision on what rank MMM Republic of South Africa should be among the top 10 MMM communities in the terms of active membership. This was during his offline presentation last December 4, 2016 at the Kwasimba Community Hall in Kato Ridge, Durban. Another thing he emphasized for his guests was the importance of understanding the ideology of MMM before joining. He followed that with talk about money and the founder of MMM. He next explained how the donation exchange works and the benefits members enjoy. He also taught them how to register, navigate, and add information to their MMM personal office and the steps on how to provide and get help using either Bitcoin or bank account. That was Guider Javed Omar as he was describing MMM to his audience during a presentation at Woodview in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal on December 4, 2016.
Javed Omar, and I am an MMM guider.
He had to apologize to his guests when he started his talk because of the delay caused by the projector not working. Despite this initial setback, he was able to bounce back and connected his laptop to an LCD TV instead. From there, it was all smooth sailing for Guider Javed. Using some pictures, he was able to relate to his audience how unfair our current financial system is, and the role that MM will play in destroying that status quo as what the founder Sergey Mabrodi had envisioned it. During his talk, he shared as well his experiences since he joined March of 2016 and his future plans as Guider. Before he ended his presentation, he was also able to show them the use of Bitcoin and the things they need to have so they can register as member of the community. 6 days later, on December 10th, another Guider was busy with her offline presentation at East London and Eastern Cape. Guider Noma only had 4 attendees, but she still happily shared with them the beauty of MMM as if they were 4 dozens. She told them the brief history of MMM and the reason it was created for, which was to create a free and fair financial world order. She added that our financial systems have led us to believe that our money is only safe in the banks and that only they are licensed to distribute money. She told them that MMM is that awakening call for us to know that we have been led to believe a lie. Questions also arose as Guider Noma was discussing each topic. Instead of being distracted or telling them to ask about it later, she happily answered them in detail. She also encouraged them to join and donate to their fellow South Africans, but also gave them caution to only donate using their spare funds, as there are no guarantees in MMM. When Guider Wasim Omar organizes his opportunity presentations, he always reminds himself that doing this repetitive process is aimed at spreading the news about the MMM ideology and bringing in more people to the community. So on December 11, 2016, he again embarked on that journey when he had a presentation for the people of Phoenix and Durban, KwaZulu-Natal.
Hi, MM viewers. This is Wasim Omar. I'm a cloud guider from South Africa.
On his opening statement during the event, he explained that MM is not only here for us to grow our money, but also to help us free ourselves from financial slavery. He countered, though, that for it to be sustainable, members must ensure that they do certain practices while inside the community. He cited examples like donating their spare funds on a regular basis, getting help only for the amount they need, and inviting people to join. He further reiterated that by practicing these 3 things alone, they and other community members will already have the chance to enjoy the benefits of MMM for a longer period. Before finally ending his presentation, Guider Wasim entertained questions from his audience. Our 3 MMM Gives Back stories this week are all from our MMM Nigeria community, and this all happened on the first day of November last year. We start off with a charity presentation sponsored by Osifo Kelvin at the Ibafo Health Center in Ogun State, where mothers carrying their young babies are what comprise most of the audience. Guider Osifo divided the event in 2 parts. They started off with a discussion about the MMM community and what it does. In this segment, he showed them the benefits each member gets once they join the donation exchange platform of MMM. As he was getting deeper into how the community works, many questions also came up from the audience. Guider Osifo gladly answered all of them. For the charity event part, they distributed some items for baby care. The recipients were thankful because they did not only receive gifts from MMM, but were also presented with a great opportunity to make their lives better. While Guider Rosifo opted for Health Center, Guider Ibrahim Rashid chose the Ministry of Mercy Orphanage in Koji, Lokoho State, as the venue of his charity presentation on the same day.
To make a donation for MMM. This donation is not from my personal finances and my personal money.
Despite the noise of the children playing in the background, he went on smoothly with his presentation. He started by briefly introducing himself and stating the reason for their visit. From there, Guider Rashid wasted no time in sharing the ideology of MMM and the spirit of sharing that its member practice using an online mutual donation exchange platform. He touched briefly as well on how MMM works and the benefits that it offers. One of his colleagues also shared about his experiences in the community and how it brought positive financial changes into his life. The finale of the occasion was the part where Guider Ibrahim officially turned over the gifts he came with, that includes instant noodles, grains, and other food items. They thanked the MMM community through him and expressed hope that in the future they will be chosen again as a recipient. Little Saints Orphanage is a group of orphanages that provides haven for orphans, abused and abandoned children. They have 7 shelters in Nigeria that provide 3-tier program for the children, which includes rehabilitation, reformation, and reintegration. Their center in Abule, Egba, Lagos State was the location of the charity presentation conducted by Guider Yusuf Idris and his team. On the first day of November, they brought grains, toiletries, and other essential items for the children of the center. Before formally handing over the gifts, Guider Yusuf gave a short presentation first about MMM's ideology of giving and its mutual aid program. On the part of the orphanage, a lady representative spoke on behalf of the founder and expressed gratitude for the help that the committee extended to them.
Hi everyone, my name is Emil and welcome to another segment of Just My Opinion. Last week we discussed about the importance of being a good leader of the MMM community, and thanks to all the viewers who sent their response and feedback, and we really appreciate their time and effort. What we're going to talk about today is about one trending topic inside our community. This is about the issue on partial allocation upon provide help requests. Last December and up until this month, I received several messages concerning about this. So finally I decided to make it as the main topic for the segment today. We all knew that making PH requests is a very easy thing to do in our PO, but waiting for the assignment is the not so exciting part of it, especially that there is a time requirement once the system found a matching recipient for you. Sometimes it only takes few minutes, sometimes few hours, or few days depending on the queue of the dispatcher, but in some cases it takes weeks to even months for the PH amount to be fulfilled, plus the waiting time if your PH request is partially assigned. And this is one of the big issues right now. Several participants complain that their PH request is taking too long to be completed because of the partial assignment. So the administration decided to come up with an announcement to settle any possible rumors. They said in their announcement that the partial assignment of PH is a method to fight fraudsters. The announcement is quite long, but if you try to read it in your PO, you will possibly understand what's going on. I only read it once and I got your point quickly. The administration team is trying to find ways how to combat and maybe eliminate all fraudsters inside MMM. Prolonging the time for the PH request assignment is like a test of patience for participants. Only those who really understand the ideology will patiently wait for the assignment until it is completed. But those who only want to play and take chance to commit fraud will surely give up easily and just leave. This move of the administration may not be the best solution to fight fraudsters, but it will still create a positive impact for the community. I think the main point here is that since you only participated with spare money, you should never worry if the partial assignment is taking too long than what you expected, right? Besides, if the Mabro is still growing, then waiting should never be a big issue. We know that the administration is trying their best to make the system as smooth as possible, so I think it is better to support them than to keep complaining. Moreover, we should get ourselves used to changes, right? Just like what we always said, change is the only constant thing in this world. And let's hope that what's happening now is a fortune in disguise, that in the end, all the difficulties we face will result in a massive success. That's it for this week. I will see you again next week. If you agree with what I said, feel free to share this video. And if you have a personal opinion, you are welcome to post that in the comment section, because we value and respect your feedback here in MNC. This email saying, always remember that everything that I said in this video is just my opinion. Have a great day and bye-bye.
That concludes our first edition for the month of February 2017. As we begin the month of love, MNC thanks everyone who have shown their love for the MMM community by staying loyal despite the many challenges they encountered, and wish them all the best as well. I am Mark. Always remember, together we change the world.